The world is facing a storm of economic uncertainties. From escalating geopolitical tensions to unpredictable financial markets, traditional assets like stocks are struggling. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is exhibiting surprising resilience, soaring amidst global chaos. How is Bitcoin navigating this turmoil, and can it continue to thrive? In this video, we'll dive deep into how Bitcoin is holding its ground while other markets are teetering and why it could become the safe haven for investors in these turbulent times. Market chaos, trade tensions fueling global instability. The global economic landscape has been shaken by rising trade tensions, particularly between the United States and key global players. These tensions have escalated into economic battles that include increased tariffs, trade wars, and sanctions. With inflation reaching new highs and central banks tightening policies, stock markets have been hit hard, and commodities like gold and oil are seeing unpredictable shifts. Bitcoin, however, is not just weathering the storm, it is showing signs of growth. As central banks continue printing more money and inflation fears spread, the question arises, why is Bitcoin standing out as a beacon of stability when traditional assets are sinking? Bitcoin's rising role as a store of value. Investors have increasingly turned to Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and global instability. As fiat currencies are devalued by inflationary pressures, Bitcoin, with its fixed supply of 21 million coins, becomes an attractive alternative. This is particularly true as countries grapple with growing debt and the devaluation of their national currencies. Bitcoin's reputation as digital gold is gaining momentum. In times of uncertainty, investors have historically flocked to gold, but Bitcoin is quickly becoming an attractive digital alternative, offering liquidity, decentralization, and an easy-to-transfer store of value. With institutional investors showing increasing interest in Bitcoin, its role as a safe haven asset is no longer just a theory, it's becoming a reality. Traditional assets struggling, Bitcoin's diversion. The stock market has been fluctuating wildly. With the ongoing trade wars and economic sanctions, investors are facing sharp losses, especially in the tech sector. Commodities like oil, which have been traditional safe havens during periods of crisis, are also underperforming. Bitcoin, however, has demonstrated resilience. Unlike traditional assets, Bitcoin is not tied to government policies. It operates in a decentralized network, meaning it isn't vulnerable to the same economic pressures that affect fiat currencies. While the traditional markets dive, Bitcoin's value continues to rise, challenging the notion that cryptocurrency is just a speculative asset. Institutional confidence, big players joining the crypto game. 2025 is shaping up to be a landmark year for Bitcoin. Institutional confidence is at an all-time high, with major corporations and financial institutions pouring significant capital into the cryptocurrency market. High-profile investors, including hedge funds, pension funds, and publicly traded companies, have begun to regard Bitcoin as a strategic asset for wealth preservation. Tesla, MicroStrategy, and even the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust have all upped their Bitcoin holdings recently, contributing to its increasing legitimacy as a store of value. Companies are adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets, not just as an investment, but as a hedge against future economic instability and inflation. How Bitcoin is responding to trade wars and tariffs. As the global trade war between the US and China intensifies, countries around the world are dealing with the economic fallout. Tariffs on goods are pushing prices higher, and supply chains are becoming more fragile. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is proving itself to be resilient and adaptable. One reason for Bitcoin's success in this environment is its global nature. While trade wars affect individual nations, Bitcoin operates without borders. It is accessible from any part of the world and is unaffected by tariffs or trade restrictions. As countries face the impact of trade policies, Bitcoin offers a way for investors to diversify their portfolios beyond the traditional assets that are being affected by these international disputes. The future of Bitcoin, what's next? Looking ahead, the future of Bitcoin looks incredibly promising. As more individuals and institutions continue to embrace Bitcoin as a store of value and hedge against inflation, its mainstream adoption will likely continue to rise. Bitcoin is not just a trend, it's quickly becoming an essential part of the global financial ecosystem. If global tensions continue to escalate and inflationary pressures mount, Bitcoin could emerge as the go-to asset for investors seeking stability. Whether or not the global economy stabilizes, Bitcoin will continue to have a role in the new financial order. Its independence from traditional financial systems, decentralized nature, and increasing institutional adoption make it a key player in the global investment landscape. In a time when global trade tensions are creating economic turmoil and traditional markets are floundering, Bitcoin is rising to the challenge. Its unique qualities make it an attractive option for those looking to preserve wealth during uncertain times. Bitcoin's role as a hedge against inflation and a safe haven asset is becoming increasingly clear, and with institutional confidence on the rise, its future as a mainstream asset seems almost inevitable. As we look ahead, Bitcoin's ability to thrive in the face of adversity is a testament to its resilience and the growing demand for decentralized financial systems. Whether you're an investor already holding Bitcoin or considering entering the market, one thing is clear: Bitcoin is here to stay, and its journey is just beginning.